Hello, how are you? I am back again, and today I want to do a quick video about why I'm no longer buying brand new Chanel bags. This is something I've thought about for a while, and I've been meaning to make a video about it, and it wasn't until I was just filming a what's in my Chanel jumbo classic double flap handbag, I can't even remember the name of it, video, that I suddenly thought, do you know what, I touched on it and I'm going to do a full video about it because yeah, I just want to share, and I want to just off the cuff give some of my tips and tricks, talk to you about why I'm not buying brand new Chanel bags anymore, and yeah, hope it's of help and inspiration to people out there. But yeah, this is my personal thoughts on it, and if you are buying a brand new Chanel bag, I say good for you. Incredible, you should. Shopping in Chanel is like such a magical experience, and I'm so glad I got to do it like quite a few times. Like, it was great. Anyway, so I bought this bag, actually that's a lie, scratch that, my boyfriend bought it for me, let's be real here. He bought it for me quite a few years ago. I can't even remember if I was in London or if I was living in Margate at the time, but either way, it was quite a few years ago, and I think it was £4,500. This same bag is more like, I want to say it's either £6,500 or £7,000 now. I should probably check, but I haven't done. I think it's £7,000 actually. I think somebody said to me that they're now £7,000, which is, I want to say, be honest, it's a lot of money to spend, especially on a handbag. I mean, 4.5 was insanely excessive. 7 is wild, do you know what I mean? But yeah, they've gone up a lot recently, and it is really difficult to kind of buy a bag, especially when you're brand new to a brand and you've dreamed about owning something by that brand for a long time, to kind of go straight in at the pre-loved market. But the reason I would say pre-loved is so good is because A, you are getting a bag which is maybe used, so you feel a little bit less precious about it, like you can feel like you can use it without being terrified. Also, the prices are of course better, and you can also get bags which are like a little bit rarer. Like, for instance, I've got this bag down here, I absolutely love it, it's super cool, but this bag doesn't exist anymore, and I love it, it's so good. And yeah, I got it pre-loved, and it was like £1,000, which is incredible. So yeah, not only can you save money, but you can also, like, it takes the fear factor away, and you can get a bag which is a bit more rare, and I would argue if it's rarer, it's more special. So yeah, it's very difficult to kind of jump into the pre-loved market when you don't really have experience of buying a brand new item and knowing that it's real, because there is a lot to be said for buying it in a store where you know it's real. However, there are places that you can shop where the authenticity is guaranteed, and I would recommend going there rather than taking a punt on eBay, because as I always say, if it's not authentic, it's just a rip-off, and also it's just a bit like disappointing, like you feel a bit of an idiot. That being said, that's my mum. That being said, there is now an authenticity guaranteed section of eBay, which I will put the link of below. So please, when I talk about buying on eBay, I don't mean buying the authenticity guaranteed section. I mean just buying the general listings. But I will put the link for the authenticity guaranteed section below, because I think it's incredible, and I think it is worth looking at. Also, it's quite new, so I don't think anybody's talking about it yet, and I think there are pretty good deals to be had. Speaking of which, I did make a video on it, but just to give you a rundown, how the authenticity guarantee works on eBay is you can only list authentic guaranteed if you are a special seller. And then what happens is you list your bag, you list all the provenance that you have, etc, etc, and then when the bag sells, it's shipped off to an eBay specialist. The eBay specialist checks it out, makes sure it's authentic, and then once they guaranteed it's authentic, they will ship it to the customer, which is unlike normal eBay where you just ship direct from seller to buyer. In case you're curious, that is exactly the same way that the Real and Vestiaire Collective operate too. Similar business model, whereas other stores will buy it in, check it, and then resell it. So yeah, I thought I would share that. I want to show you a couple of my pre-loved bags. So this one, which I've just flashed, is a 1990s single flat bag. Absolutely love it, it's so cool. Also, if you buy a Chanel bag which is older, I think early 90s and before, The gold on the gold was actually real gold. It was gold plated, which they don't do anymore. Now it's just gold colored. It's very good quality either way, but it's pretty cool that they were actually gold. I bought this one from Bonhams. I would recommend Bonhams all day long. I love it. I am obsessed. They have the best sales, and they have a wonderful mix between pre-loved and kind of like older style bags that do go for a little bit less, which you can get a bit of a bargain on, like this bag. I literally bought it 2 years ago, £1,000, incredible. But then they also have like, you know, the equivalent to this, which will go for a bit more money, probably more like what I paid for it back in the day, which is about 4,500. So you're still making a good saving. And then they'll have the rare collectible, like the, you know, the, I can never say the word, but it's, you know, like when they do like the Russian doll, or they do the pearl, or they do the milk carton, you know, those kind of like novelty bags. They will also have them and some rare limited edition bags as well. So you can get a really good mix between like being the collector bags, then the classics, and then also kind of like the more bargain bags. But generally it's a really good selection. There's no dross, you know? So I would recommend Bonhams all day long. I would also recommend Chiswick Auctions. Sotheby's and Christie's, I would say, is a little bit rich for my blood. That's more the designer collector section. But Bonhams is a really good mix between being great bags, good prices, and stuff that I can use, stuff that I can wear, which I love. So this one was £1,000, which I think is incredible. This one I actually bought years ago and it was trashed. It has been repaired, but I don't really wear it very often, but it was literally £300. But that was probably about 10 years ago, but it has been recolored, it has been repaired, restored. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend recoloring a bag, but that's my personal opinion. Then what other bags have I got that were pre-loved that I think were a really good price and a good example? Probably my reissue bag. Woo! My reissue bag is really cool. I showed this actually on a video the other day. I love this bag. It's got good internal space. It's nice and soft. It's quite light. It's from about 22 years ago. It was from the Millennial collection and I love it. This was, I think, 1,100, and then I've got a GST over here, so let me just reach out of camera to get it. I got this a few years ago as well. This is one of my exceptions of the hardware. This has got the silver hardware. This was, I think, 1,400, caviar leather. Incredible price, let's be real, and yeah, amazing. These have literally doubled in price since then, which is incredible. And then I want to show you one more, which is pre-loved, which is my Chanel de Ville tote. I love this. I think this was also around the £1,100 mark. I love it. Actually, I've got Mary's nappy bag. That's a Chanel bag too. And this was about 1,100 and I love it. And then my Chanel nappy bag, which is Mary's. Actually, I'm gonna go get it, so bear with me. Give me a second, BRB. Okay, I got it. Sorry about that. So this is Mary's nappy bag. I know it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to have a Chanel nappy bag, but quite frankly, I figured I bought this for £1,000 and I didn't use it that much. And then if you actually buy like a Cath Kidston nappy bag, they're like £100. And I thought, why would I spend £100 when I could just use a Chanel bag that I already have? So I probably looked a bit nuts, like going to like baby massage class, like with a huge Chanel bag, but whatever. I mean, people probably thought it was fake because it's so big and trashy, but I love it. It's a 90s Chanel bag. I think this one cost me £1,000 and it was also Bonhams. Like I said, I love shopping at Bonhams. It's so good and I would recommend all day long. And of course it's Bonhams, it's all authenticated, it's amazing. But yeah, I'm just like, I've got some really good Chanel bags for like £1,000, no more than 1,500. And I love them and I think they're incredible and I wear them all the time and I feel less like scared of breaking them. And yeah, the prices are just unbelievable. Like, you know, they're not cheap, but they're good and they feel like investments. Like I could literally sell this bag now, even though I've used it a load and it's got nappies in, I could sell it for more than I paid for it, which is an investment, quite frankly. Whereas the rest of them, it's like, yeah, I'd make my money back, but I'm not making money. And also I wear these bags more because I'm just less terrified. But yeah, I think if you have the money, like, love it, enjoy it. Shopping at Chanel is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. They tend to be really kind, they tend to be really nice. I would say avoid a Saturday afternoon when they're very busy, but like, it's a wonderful experience and I love it, and it's like treasured memories. But if you are like, I want the bag but I can't spend that much, I would say pre-loved, and always, always, always go for a sale or a website which you can 100% trust. Bonhams, Chiswick auctions, you can buy online, you don't have to go to the sale. I've literally never been to a sale. I only ever put in an absentee bid, and then if I win, I win. And yeah, the Real Vestiaire Collective, eBay authenticity, guaranteed selection, I would say is a big one to watch at the moment, because I think the prices are really good considering, because I think so many people are scared of buying on eBay. Is that my mum? No, it's my boyfriend. I should probably wrap this video up. I've talked for too long, but I thought I would do a video on it and I hope it helps. But yeah, if you can afford Chanel, like full price in store, it is wonderful. But if not, that is like my tips for shopping pre-loved, and yeah, some of my examples of my pre-loved handbags. Whew, so I hope it's of help. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.